Hi guys, just a quick update video on this iPod dock. So I've been meaning to sort of get back and kind of tackle this a little bit, and I've spent the last couple of hours. I've changed a couple caps, a couple of them just looked a little bit iffy, changed them, no difference at all. ESR was a little bit high on those couple that I replaced, but that doesn't seem to have made any difference at all. I've been round and probed the board for voltages. Obviously I don't know what the voltages should be in places, but certain areas you should get sort of 5 volts or 3.3 volts, that sort of thing. And most of the time you're getting the correct voltages. It's actually powered at the minute. I still think it's being loaded down, and I think it is this radio module that's causing it. When you've got, as I said in the previous video, the which I'm guessing is the DAB module, I've taken the can off it there. I was just probing in there to see if I could pick up anything on the oscilloscope, and nothing meaningful at all. So like I say, without that disconnected, you do get the light on the front is blue, but the display is still dead. With disconnected, it's red. Now of course it should be red, then go into power up mode when you press the sort of standby button, but nothing happens. But in either case, whenever you powered it up, there's voltage everywhere. Interestingly though, the voltage I was measuring across pretty much all the caps does go up by a couple of volts when this module is taken off, which again makes me think either this is loading it down and at that point the system's failing, but of course it obviously won't boot up and do anything without this module being connected to it. So I think really at this point it's beyond economical repair now. The only way, I suspect, as I did have a few comments of yes, check power rails etc. I know that guys, but I don't know what the power should be in places. There are various regulators dotted around, but I really can't be bothered to try and sort of get in there and read exactly what the part number is and look up the part numbers for everything. Certain things look like regulators. There's one down here. It may be a regulator, it may not be. It does get warm on the inductor. The inductor gets very warm, but also you get a very high-pitched tone when this is connected, and when this is not connected you don't get it. So I think something's putting it down. It quite possibly is a bad capacitor somewhere, but as visibly they all look fine, short of changing every single one of these capacitors, and there are actually quite a few on this board. I've not counted them, but if we take the radio module off, you can probably see the amount of caps that there are on here. So yeah, you could go over and replace every single one of them at probably a minimal cost. It wouldn't be too expensive, but nevertheless it is going to cost, and that may bring it back to life, it may not. So I think at this point we're going to sort of call that out with this one. That's the end of it. I shan't do any more videos, and this will probably be going in the bin. So anyway, I hope you found that interesting anyway, certainly looking at it in the first place. Sometimes with electronics like this there is a point where you just have to say it's not really worth bothering with anymore and just leave it at that, and this would have been a cheap product at the time. I understand it was quite good. Salvage a few parts out of it, take the speakers out. That's pretty much it. Why this display doesn't do anything I don't know. I did try probing out the oscilloscope to see if there's any waveforms going across to it, and nothing at all. You get a couple power lines, but no sort of meaningful waveforms or anything like that. So anyway, if you like the video, please give it a big thumbs up. Cheers guys.